Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Mind Map. Today's topic of discussion is Central Vigilance Commission, that is CVC. First of all, we will discuss about the introduction of the topic. Then we will discuss about its composition, power and functions, organization structure, jurisdiction, limitations and way forward. First of all, moving on to the introduction of the topic. The Central Vigilance Commission or CVC was initially set up through resolution dated 11th February 1964 of Government of India. It was set up on the recommendations of Committee on Prevention of Corruption formed under the chairmanship of Shri K. Santhanam. It is the main agency for preventing corruption in the central government. Originally, the CVC was neither a constitutional body nor a statutory body. It is not a constitutional body, it is a statutory body. In 2003, the Parliament, through a law, conferred statutory status on the CVC. It is the apex vigilance institution, free of control from any executive authority. It monitors all vigilance activities under the central government and advises various authorities in the central government. Now moving on to its composition. It consists of a Central Vigilance Commissioner chairperson and not more than 2 Vigilance Commissioners member. First is appointment. The CVC and the VCs are appointed by the President on the recommendations of a committee consisting of the Prime Minister chairperson, the Minister of Home Affairs member, and the Leader of the Opposition in the House of the People member. Terms of office. The term of office of the CVC and the VCs is 4 years or till they attain the age of 65 years, whichever is earlier. After their tenure, they are not eligible for further employment under the central or state government. Removal. The President can remove the Central Vigilance Commissioner or any Vigilance Commissioner from the office under following circumstances. If she or he is adjudged an insolvent, or if she or he has been convicted of an offence, if she or he engages during his term of office in any paid employment outside the duties of his office, or if she or he is unfit to continue in office by reason of infirmity of mind or body, or if she or he has acquired such financial or other interest as is likely to affect prejudicially his official functions. Also, the Central Vigilance Commissioner or any Vigilance Commissioner can be removed from his or her office only by order of the President on the ground of proved misbehavior or incapacity. Now moving on to power and functions. CVC inquiries into the cases involving an offence committed by a public servant under the Prevention of Corruption Act 1988. It exercises superintendence over the functioning of the Central Bureau of Investigation. CVC also gives advice to the central government on such matters as are referred to it. The central government is required to consult the CVC in making rules and regulations related to governing vigilance and disciplinary matters and the members of central services and all India services. It is empowered to inquire into offences committed under the Prevention of Corruption Act 1988 by certain categories of public servants. It has all the powers of a civil court while conducting any inquiry. CVC has to present annually to the President a report on its performance. The President places this report before each House of Parliament. Now let's discuss about its organization structure. The Central Vigilance Commission has its own Secretariat, Chief Technical Examiners Wing, and a wing of commissioners for departmental inquiries. For investigation work, CVC has to depend on 2 external sources, CBI and Chief Vigilance Officers. Secretariat. The Secretariat consists of a secretary, 4 additional secretaries, 30 directors, deputy secretaries including 2 officers on special duty, 4 under-secretaries and office staff. Chief Technical Examiners Organization. The CTEO constitutes the technical wing of the Central Vigilance Commission. Commissioners for Departmental Inquiries or CDIs. There are 14 posts of Commissioners for Departmental Inquiries in the Commission. Integrity Index Development or IIT. It reflects the transparent, accountable and efficient governance of public organizations. CVC has appointed the Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, to undertake a research-based approach to create an integrity index. Jurisdiction. CVC's power of jurisdiction is derived from CVC Act 2003. Members of All India Service serving in connection with the affairs of the Union and Group A officers of the central government. Officers of the rank of scale 5 and above in the public sector banks. Officers in grade D and above in Reserve Bank of India, NABARD and SIDBI. Chief executives and executives on the board and other officers of E8 and above in Schedule A and B public sector undertakings. Chief executives and executives on the board and other officers of E7 and above in Schedule C and D public sector undertakings. Managers and above in general insurance companies, senior divisional managers and above in life insurance corporations, and officers drawing salary of Rs 8,700 per month and above on central government DA, that is Dearness Allowance pattern. Second is the Lokpal and Lok Ayukt Act 2013. The Commission has now been empowered to conduct preliminary inquiry into complaints referred to Lokpal in respect of officers and officials of Group B, C and D, and the Whistleblowers Protection Act 2014. The Whistleblowers Protection Act 2014 empowers the Commission as the competent authority to receive complaints and to provide adequate safeguards against victimization of such people making complaints. Now let's discuss about the limitations. CVC is often considered a powerless agency as it is treated as an advisory body only. It has no power to register criminal cases against government officials. It cannot direct CBI to initiate inquiries against any officer of the level of Joint Secretary and above. It neither has the resources nor the power to take action on complaints of corruption. And a very low conviction rate has reduced the impact of CVC and its effectiveness. Now lastly, let's discuss about the way forward. To fight against the menace of corruption, there is greater need in such times to address the shortcomings in the system of CVC, such as the decisions of CVC should be made binding on the ministries or departments. The domains and the jurisdiction of the organization should be made clear. Government must provide it with the resources required for effective functioning. The post of Central Vigilance Commissioner must not remain vacant for a long period of time. It should give power to register criminal cases against government officials, and it should give power to direct CBI to initiate an investigation against any officer of the level of Joint Secretary or above. Now it's time for the practice questions. First of all, prelims question. Consider the following statements. 1. The Central Vigilance Commission was set up by an Act of Parliament. 2. The Central Vigilance Commission has been broadly given the measure of independence and autonomy as that given to the Union Public Service Commission. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Only one, only two, both one and two, or neither one nor two. And now mains question. Critically evaluate the mandate and performance of the Central Vigilance Commission, that is CVC. So that's all for today. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.